Hello my loves, welcome back to another video. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about how I choose my journals, because recently I've been going through journals quite quickly. This is my recent journal, and I realized some of you might want to hear my criteria or how I choose a next journal. So this is my current journal. I am halfway through right now. It's a small one. You can get it in my Etsy store. It's my artwork on it and I sell them. And this A6. I also sell bigger ones, A5 ones, and yeah, they all have grid in them. This one still has recycled paper in it. The new ones have white paper with a smaller grid, in case you were wondering. Anyway, so when it comes to starting a new journal, things I think about. So before I started this journal, I had two small junk journals, which you can see flip throughs of on my channel. So all of these here are junk journals. So let's put the others outside here for a minute. So the reason I liked the junk journals that I used before was because they were small. They were about this size and a little narrower. After two junk journals, I thought, okay, maybe I need a change and I don't want to get bored or annoyed by the type of journal, because I'm not the biggest fan of junk journaling. I have like a phase each year that I'm like, oh yeah, I would like to start a junk journal. Then I make loads of them. As you can see, I made all of these myself. You can see how I made them in a Patreon live stream. And honestly, this one was a good candidate. And this one as well. However, I did want to come back to, I don't want to say a normal journal, but you know, just a notebook and finish something quickly. The reason I'm saying I wanted to finish them quickly is because I want to start a bigger journal like this one, which I have from Redbubble. The artwork on it is from Julia Badeau. I love her. She's a beautiful abstract artist. And this one has far more pages than the junk journals or the small notebook, and they're bigger. So I want to start this when our dog arrives. We adopted a dog and he's currently stuck in Romania due to the COVID-19 and flights and stuff. So we don't know exactly when he'll manage to come to the Netherlands. And I wanted to have like the first few weeks, maybe even month or two, in one journal. So that's why I haven't started this one yet, because I'm kind of waiting it out, using up the thinner notebooks, I guess, till I know when he gets here. So that's why this one again went on the shelf. I have been wanting to use it for quite a while now. I already pre-decorated some pages, you know, to get used to the journal again. So when I decide to use this, it will be ready to go. So, however, that's one we're putting to the side. Then I thought, okay, junk journals maybe next time, so all of these fall away too. It was also a question of the pages in the journal. In the new ones, my attention was on putting as many pages in I can write on as possible. You can see there's one fancy magazine page here. You can keep going through here. There's another one here, half fancy, another one here, and one here. And that's all. So there's a lot of writing in here. However, I think I was a little deterred by the narrow lines there, but generally this would be a good journal to choose. Same here. This was a similar size pages, and I know that I appreciate them and like them. But honestly, in this one, I didn't like the amount of purple. So I'm just gonna put them on the shelf, and they'll be used sometime, don't worry. So these junk journals, also this one was too big. That was the problem. See, these big pages were kind of daunting after being in a small notebook for so long, and I just didn't want to deal with that yet. So someday, if I'm back into A5 journals, I'll ease my way into these two. The other thing was with these two journals, which there's also videos of me making these on my YouTube channel, but they are quite a while old. If you go to my travel journal playlist, there should be a long video of how I made these. And in here, it was more that there were too many special pages, as you can see. It was just not a good environment, I think, for me to keep journaling, because I get stuck in junk journals quite easily. So they're still on my shelf. They're not going anywhere. They've been with me since 2018, so they'll have their chance, but right now that's just not the right time. And also there are far more pages in here in these two junk journals than in these, because I made sure that they didn't get really chunky and destroyed like the others. So that's why I had a look at them, but then I decided no, let's wait with these. So bye junk journals for the moment, but I think I am going to use one of these smaller ones after this one again. Then I thought, okay, I really want to show you how I use my notebooks that I sell, and they are a good size and they're not that many pages. I forgot how many pages there are, but I don't under 100, and that's normally a good thing for me. So yeah, but then again, I chose the small one because I just wanted to have the satisfaction of filling pages, honestly. I like the smaller format, so that's what we're going with. However, since this one is nearly done, well, half done, we have this question again, and I'm considering either taking a big one like this or one of the junk journals. The red bubble one is not gonna be used yet. I'm gonna wait till Doggo comes for that one, or a different one. I also want to order some more. And then when I prepared this video, I found this tiny journal, which I've been meaning to use for so long. I bet it has over 100 pages. I did start pre-decorating it a tiny bit just to see how it would go. And honestly, I would love to fill this one, but I don't know how the journal with me's would go, or you know, how that would go. But you know what? This is the right time to experiment. However, I'm not really used to having spiral bound notebooks, and from what I can see, it's already like full capacity, and normally when I journal they grow, so I'm not sure how this notebook would survive. Then I would have to maybe rip out pages, which would be a shame. So we'll see. Maybe this will be a gratitude journal or a writing journal, although I really don't like to categorize it, oh, this is just for writing. So yeah, I just thought that would be interesting to mention. Then let's quickly go through. You need to think of the size, you need to think of the type of paper, you need to think about what you like doing currently. Do you like using a lot of watercolor? Do you like gluing stuff in? Do you like writing? Stuff like that. That can help you decide and what feels right. Because for example, if I hold one of these journals, it gives me a little blast from the past, I should say, and also the papers remind me of the past, and I don't really want to have that sort of feeling. Then this one I know I'm gonna have for a long time, and I know the pages. However, I remember using this type of journal around Christmas time at the beginning of the year. Also flip throughs available be in these sorts of pages yet. So yeah, just go with your gut instinct, go with what you like. Also, don't feel scared to leave journals unfinished. I usually don't do that because I personally don't like leaving things unfinished, because then I feel like it's very hard to then pick them up a few years later and finish them. But you know what? The main thing is that you keep journaling, and whatever helps you to keep journaling, do it, try it out. Yeah, I think that was all. This was a little impromptu video, you guys. I'm really enjoying this notebook. I should put a cover around it, but honestly, I'm surprised how well the cover is holding up. And the pages are really nice. It does annoy me a tad bit that the recycled paper has like this gray tinge. But you know what? Covered with washi tape. Yes, covered with washi tape, but also distress stains, distress sprays, watercolor. It held up pretty well to everything. I can now fully recommend the notebooks I saw on my Etsy store. Not that I couldn't before, but you know, I thought this would be a good thing to do, and I was surprised I hadn't done it yet. So yeah, there might be a journal with me up soon, and this will be finished, I think, by the end of this month. We'll see. I really like this illustration. I found it on Pinterest. I really love it. So yeah, that's how the pages look like. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any other tips or thoughts how you choose your journal, please leave them down below so other people can also benefit from that, and maybe that'll help other people too to choose a new journal. And also, don't spend too much money on journals. These are all handmade with stuff I had. My notebooks don't cost a fortune. The Redbubble ones depends on what artist you buy them from, but they are a little more expensive, but make sure you get them in the sale. This one was a paper chase journal I got for a few pounds, I think. So notebooks don't have to be expensive, you just have to be a little smart about it and think about what you want to use them for and set some criteria to choose from. So I hope you have a lovely day. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all of that, and I'll talk to you again soon. Have a lovely day. Bye!